Hello yogis, my name is Akshaya. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's practice is a full body Vinyasa flow. We'll be working towards strengthening our core muscles, strengthening our back, our hip mobility. We have some standing twisting asanas, the balancing asanas. It's a medium paced flow. So hope you enjoy it, and if you do use some props in your practice, have that handy. We do have a half moon transition and a block can be useful there. Whenever necessary, please pause the video, take child's pose, rest, flow with your breath. Meet your body where it is at today. Have fun, don't take things too seriously. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. And whenever you're ready, let's meet on the mat. We'll be starting our flow on all fours. Coming into a tabletop position here. The palms are directly underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. And we'll go through a few rounds of cat and cow just to warm up our spine. Inhale, drop your belly down, lift your chin, lift your tailbone, coming into a cow pose. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, cat stretch. 3 more of these. Inhale and exhale into a cat. Your shoulder blades are moving away from each other here. Inhale, come into your cow pose. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cow. Your belly drops, your chest lifts, tailbone lifts. Exhale, your chin tucks in, tailbone tucks in, and round your back. One more. Inhale into your cow. Exhale, cat pose. Come into a neutral spine. Next, inhale, extend your right leg back. Lift your right leg up. Left arm comes forward. Bring your left fingers behind your head and exhale, crunch. Elbow and knee meets. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Your belly is engaged here. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Come back into a neutral spine. Extend your left hand along your ears and hold here for a breath. Deep inhale and exhale, release. And on the other side, left leg lifts back, right hand reaches forward. Bring your right fingers behind your head and exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Engage your belly throughout this. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. 1 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, neutral spine. Extend your right arm forward and hold for a breath. Exhale, release. We'll find our Navaasana through a fun transition from here. So listen carefully. Tuck your toes and shift your weight back. Your hips are on your heels and bring your arms shoulder height and engage your core and slightly lean backwards, lifting your knees off the floor. Shift your weight back, bring your butt to the mat, lift your feet, find your Navaasana. Release your feet back to the mat. Shift your weight forward, coming up on your toes. Try to transition without using your hands, but if you do need to use your hands, you can always tap your mat and lift up. Slowly shift your weight forward, release your knees onto the mat, lift your hips up. So now your hips are directly in line with your knees and your arms are still at your shoulder height. Engage your core and lean back. Come forward, bring your glutes onto your heels, lean back, lift your knees off the mat, shift your weight back, bring your glutes back onto the mat, lift your feet off the mat, finding your boat pose. One breath here. Slowly release your feet, shift your weight forward, coming up on your toes. Shift your weight forward and bring your knees onto the mat. Lift your hips off your heels, engage your core and lean back. Come forward again and we'll go through that 2 more times. Release your glutes onto your heels, shift back, lift your knees off the mat, bring your heels onto the mat and then the glutes follow. Lift your feet off the mat and find your boat pose. Release your feet, shift your weight forward, come back on your toes, slowly release your knees onto the mat, bring your hips in line with your knees, engage your core and lean back. One more of that. Shift your weight back, bring your glutes on your heels, slowly lift your knees off the mat, release your heels and then your glutes follow. Slowly lift your feet off the mat, finding your boat pose. Release your feet onto the mat, shift your weight forward, slowly release your knees onto the mat, lift your hips off the heels. Now your hips are in line with your knees and slowly lean back, engage your core, come forward and release your hands onto the mat, coming back on all fours. From here we'll tuck our toes, move our palms an inch forward and lift up into our first downward facing dog. Breathe here, working towards straightening your legs. If your heels do not touch the mat yet, and that's completely all right, you can walk your legs or just take 2 deep breaths in downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, coming into a 3-legged dog. We'll take hip circles with our right leg. So keeping your legs straight, your toes pointed. Every exhale, draw a big circle with your right leg and come back up again. 3 more. Exhale, a big circle. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, a big circle. Come back up. Exhale, a big circle, come back up. 1 more. Exhale, a big circle, come back up. And this last time, bend your right knee, stack your hips and open your hips towards the right side of the mat. Your right heel is coming towards your glutes and your right knee is pointed up. Exhale, bring your right knee into your chest and place your right foot in between your palms, coming into low lunge, and release your back knee onto the mat. Untuck your toes and bring your arms alongside your ears, coming into Anjali Asana. Your hips are slowly sinking towards the mat. It's a nice hip opener and we are working into our back strengthening here. So exhale, goalpost arms and chest opens up towards the sky. Inhale, bring your arms alongside your ears. Slowly shift your weight back, working towards straightening your front leg and hinge from your hips, coming into half splits. Your right feet is flexed, toes are facing towards the sky. Next inhale, come back, arms come alongside your ears. Exhale, goalpost arms, chest opens up to the sky. You're sinking your hips towards the mat here. Inhale, arms alongside your ears. Shift your weight back, working towards straightening your front leg. Flex your right foot. Hinge from your hips. Find your half splits. Inhale, Anjali Asana. Exhale, goalpost arms. Chest opens towards the sky. Inhale, back to Anjali Asana. Exhale, find your half splits. And this time, hold for 2 breaths in your half splits. Slowly release, coming back into your low lunge. Bend your left knee. Try to catch your left foot with your right hand. Sink your hips down, kicking your left foot into your right hand for a quad stretch. If your right knee starts moving outwards, come on to the knife edge side of your right foot and make sure that your toes and your knee are in line with each other. Slowly release. Come back, low lunge. Lift your back foot off the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg, coming into a 3-legged dog. Left toes are pointed. And exhale, a big circle, keeping your left leg straight. Inhale, come back into a 3-legged dog. Exhale, a big circle and back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw a big circle with your toes. One more. This last time, bend your left knee and stack your hips, open up towards the left side of your mat. Left heel is coming towards the glute. Face the mat and exhale, pull your left knee into your chest and bring your left foot in between your hands, coming into a low lunge. Release your back foot onto the mat. Untuck your toes. Arms come up alongside your ears. Exhale, goalpost arms, and your chest opens up towards the sky. Inhale, arms come back along your ears. Exhale, working towards straightening your front leg. Flex your foot, hinge from your hips. Fold into your half splits. Inhale, come back, Anjali Asana. Exhale, goalpost arms, open up your chest towards the sky. Inhale, Anjali Asana. Exhale, core engaged, working towards straightening your front leg. Flex your foot, come into half splits. 2 more. Anjali Asana. Goalpost arms and chest opens up towards the sky. Inhale, back to Anjali Asana. Exhale, half splits. One last time. Inhale, Anjali Asana. Exhale, goalpost arms, chest opens up towards the sky. Inhale, arms come along your ears, and exhale, half splits. And hold. Frame your foot here, bend your back knee and try to catch your right foot with your left hand and sink into your hips. Your right foot into your left hand and find your quad stretch. Make sure that if your left knee is tracking towards the outside edge of the mat, your toes follow. And release. Frame your foot and find your downward facing dog. Next, inhale, lift your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee comes into your chest. Slowly release your right knee onto the mat. Pivot your right leg so your shin is parallel to the short edge of the mat here. Open up towards the left side of the mat. You're in a supported side plank pose. You can have your left hand in line with your top ear. Breathe into the left side of your body. Find a huge stretch here. Bring your top arm back into a T. Engage your core and lift up into your gate pose. Lean back. Reach your right hand towards the back edge of your mat. Release. Come back into your supported plank. Extend your left arm alongside your ears. Bring your left arm up so your arms are in a T. Engage your core. Lift up into your gate pose. Lean back and reach your right hand towards the back edge of your mat. And release into your supported side plank. And this time lift your back leg off the mat, and you can either stay here or engage your core, bend your left knee and catch your left foot and open up into your chest, a modified sugarcane pose. Release. Bring your left arm back onto the mat. Right knee comes into your chest and come back into three-legged dog. One breath here and release your right foot next to your left. Flow through that sequence on the other side. Lift your left leg up, coming into a three-legged dog. Left knee into your chest. Slowly release your left knee onto the mat. Pivot your left leg so your shin is parallel to the short edge of the mat and open up towards the right side, coming into your supported side plank. You can bring your top arm in line with your ears for a deeper stretch on your right side. Engage your core, lift up into a gate pose. Lean back, left arm reaches towards the back edge of the mat. Come back into your supported side plank. Right hand in line with your ear. Extend your right hand up. Engage your core, engage your glutes and lift up into your gate pose. Lean back and reach your left arm towards the back edge of the mat. Slowly release. And this time lift your back feet off the mat. You can either stay here or bend your knee, catch your right foot with your hand and kick back and open up your chest, coming into a supported sugarcane pose. Slowly release. Bring your palms back onto the mat. Left knee comes into the chest. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths in your downward facing dog. Walk your feet slightly wider than hip distance. Grab hold on the outside of your left ankle with your right hand, finding a twist in your downward dog. If your hand doesn't reach your ankle, you can grab hold on to your thigh on your left leg or somewhere on your left leg, wherever is comfortable for you today. Bend your right elbow. Your torso is revolving towards the sky. It's like you're looking under your armpit. Slowly release and we'll twist on to the other side. Left palm finds the outside of the right ankle. Bend at your left elbow, revolving your torso towards the sky. Look under your right armpit. Slowly release and come back into your downward dog. Lift your right foot off the mat, coming into a three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee comes into the chest. Place your right foot in between your hands, coming into your low lunge. Cartwheel your arms and open up into warrior two. Sink into your hips, your core is engaged. Your tailbone is tucked, and make sure that your front heel is in line with your back arch. And extend your arms in Warrior 2. Flip your front palm, lean towards the back edge of your mat, finding reverse warrior. Working towards sinking your hips, and you're bringing your right thigh in parallel to your mat. Exhale, side angle. You can either have your right hand resting on top of your right thigh, or you can bring your right palm in front of your right foot and lean your top shoulder towards the back edge of your mat. Slowly extend your front leg, finding triangle pose. You can adjust your stance, bring your stance a little bit closer if that helps. If you want a deeper stretch, you can bring your top arm in line with your ears. Next, exhale, find your reverse triangle, lean back. Your legs are still straight, and your right hand is reaching towards the back edge of the mat. We'll transition through our half moon pose. Bend your front knee, step in with your back foot, lean forward, bringing your hand a few inches in front of your front leg, and lift your back leg off the mat. You can use your block here to find your half moon pose. Your hips are stacking, facing the left side of the mat. Core is engaged. One breath here. And if you practice sugarcane pose, bend your top knee, grab hold of your left foot with your left hand, kick into your left hand, and open up your chest. Release back into half moon pose. You will transition into Warrior 3. Bring your palms to your chest and slowly revolve your hips to face the mat. Back leg is active. You're radiating through the back heel, finding Warrior 3. One breath here. Bring your back foot onto the mat, Crescent Lunge. Extend your left arm forward, right hand back, coming into a twisted Crescent Lunge. You can go deeper. Your right hand reaches on the outside of your left leg. Left hand comes over your head, reaching towards the back edge of your mat. Release both your palms on inside of your right foot, finding Lizard Lunge. You can either have your back knee up, or you can release your back knee onto the mat, untuck your toes, and hold your Lizard Lunge here. And if you have the range of motion, you can slowly bring your forearms onto the mat and make sure that your right toes and right knee are in line with each other. Come back onto your palms, tuck your back knee, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off the mat. Bring your left palm directly underneath your shoulder and coming on the knife edge of your left foot, stacking your right foot onto your left, open up into your side plank. Bring both palms onto the mat, coming into your plank pose. Flow through your Vinyasa. Upward facing dog, coming back, downward facing dog. We'll take that flow on the other side. Lift your left leg up, coming into a three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your left knee into your chest. Place your left foot in between your palms. Pivot your back foot. Cartwheel your arms and open up. Warrior 2. Sink your hips down. Find your alignment here. Your core is engaged. Make sure that you're not sticking your butt out. Tuck your tailbone. Engage your core. Coming into Warrior 2. Next, exhale. Flip your front palm. Lean back. Opening up into Reverse Warrior. Your top arm is reaching towards the back edge of your mat. Your chest is revolving or leaning back. Exhale, side angle pose. You can rest your left arm on your left thigh or bring your palm in front of your left foot. Straighten your front leg. You can walk your back foot slightly closer, adjust your stance if you need to. Coming into triangle pose. And exhale, reverse triangle. Your legs are still straight and active, and you're engaging your core. Tuck your tailbone here. From here we'll transition into half moon. So find your block. If you need to, adjust your stance. Bring your left hand a couple of inches in front of your left foot and stack your hips. Back leg lifts off the mat. Half moon pose. And if you found your sugar cane on the other side, do so here. Bend your right knee. Grab hold of your right foot. Kick your right foot into your right hand and open your chest towards the sky. Release, coming back into your half moon pose. Transitioning to warrior 3. Bring your palms to your chest. Your hips face the mat. Right leg is active. Radiate through your right heel. Standing leg is active, coming into a warrior 3. Slowly release your back foot onto the mat. Crescent lunge. Right arm comes forward, left arm back into a twisted crescent lunge. Your inner thighs are squeezing towards each other. You can take it deeper. Find your left hand finds the outside of your right leg. Lean back, bringing your right hand in line with your ears. Frame your foot. Bring both arms on the inside of your left leg, coming into a lizard lunge. You can heel toe your left foot and adjust your stance here. Bring your back knee down. Untuck your toes. Sink your hips for a deeper hip opener. You can also come onto your forearms if you did so on the other side and hold your lizard lunge. Come back onto your palms. Lift your back knee off the ground. Make sure that your right palm is directly underneath your right shoulder. Come onto the knife edge side of your right foot. Stack your left foot. Open up into your side plank. Release. Back to plank and flow through your Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we'll find our Malasana. Bring your feet on either side of your palms and sink your hips down, coming into your Malasana or yogic squat. Your core is engaged here. Your glutes are active. Squeeze your glutes. If you want a deeper challenge, you can bring your hands alongside your ears. Your back is straight and your knees are not collapsing inwards. Bring your palms onto the mat, or I need to scoot a little back. Okay, bring your palms onto the mat here and lift your hips and fold forward. Heel toe your foot hip distance and fold forward. One more breath in your forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, finding your high mountain pose. Next exhale, bring your palms to your chest. From here we'll find our dancer's pose. Bend your right leg and grab hold of your right foot from the inside, and you can either stay here or bring your left arm in line with your ear. Pull and engage your core. standing leg is active, and slowly start kicking your right foot into your right hand, and as you kick your right foot into your right hand, hinge forward and find your dancer's pose. Release. If you lose your balance, come back into it. Don't stress. Go with your breath. Take it slow. And on to the other side. Bend your left knee. Grab hold of your left foot from the inside. Right arm, right hand comes alongside your ear. Engage your core. Start kicking your left foot into your left hand and hinge, slowly hinge forward as you kick. Release, bring your palms to your chest, close your eyes and take 2 deep breaths here. Come all the way down onto the mat. We'll take a back bend here, or you can also choose to take hip raises, or you can come into a full wheel if that's in your practice. So make sure your heels are hip distance and engage your core, engage your glutes, and your weight is in your hips and lift your weight is in your heels and lift your hips off the mat, coming into a bridge pose. Your core is engaged, glutes are squeezing. Slowly release. You can take another bridge pose, or you can come into your full wheel if you have that in your practice. If you're working towards your wheel pose, your heels are your hip distance apart, weight is in your heels. Engage your core, tuck your tailbone, glutes are squeezing together, and lift your hips up. Bring your palms alongside your ears. Make sure your elbows are not spraying out. Lift your hips, engage your core, and lift up into your wheel pose. Slowly push your chest in between your hands, opening your chest. Slowly release. Come back onto the mat. You can take another wheel pose here or another bridge. Windshield wiper your legs just to release your hips. Working towards another wheel. Heels are hip distance apart, weight is in the heels. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes, lift up, lift your hips up, bring your palms on either side of your ears, push up. Just work your chest in between your hands. Release back onto the mat. Windshield wiper your legs, release your hips. Bring your knees into your chest and rock side to side. We'll take a belly twist here and end our practice there. Bring your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg and hold for one breath. Release your right knee on the outside of your left hip. Your chest is facing the sky and extend both your hands. You can help your right knee come towards the earth and look towards the right side of your mat. Breathe. Come back to the center. Bring your left knee into your chest, extend your right leg and one breath here. Slowly release your left knee on the outside of your right hip. Just opens up towards the sky. Left hand extends. Look towards the left side of your mat or straight up and breathe into your twist. Make sure that your shoulders or your shoulder blades are on the mat. And slowly release. We'll end our practice here today with a Shavasana. You can stay in your Shavasana for as long as your body needs. Come back into your body, come back into your breath. Slow your pace of breath. Close your eyes. Release all the tension from your face, from all the tension that you're holding up in your jaws. Loosen your legs, loosen your hands. Smile. Thank your body for letting you move through all these beautiful asanas. Take a few moments just for yourself. I'll leave you here today. I had a lot of fun guiding you through the practice today, and I hope you did too. You did enjoy your practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.